Billie Holiday, also known as Lady Day, was an American jazz singer and songwriter. She was born Eleanor Fagan on April 7, 1915, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Her parents, Sadie and Clarence Holiday, were not married, and her father left the family when she was a baby. As a result, Holiday was raised by her mother, who worked long hours as a cleaner and often left her in the care of others. Holiday's childhood was marked by poverty, neglect, and instability. She dropped out of school at age 11 and worked various odd jobs to help support her family. When she was 14, Holiday moved to Harlem, New York to live with her mother, who had recently remarried. It was in Harlem that she began to discover her love for music, especially jazz. Holiday's first performance was at a talent show in Harlem in 1930. She was only 15 at the time and sang a popular tune of the day called, "What a Little Moonlight Can Do." Her performance caught the attention of jazz pianist and composer Benny Goodman, who would later become one of her musical collaborators. In 1933, Holiday began recording with the famous jazz pianist and composer Teddy Wilson, and the two soon became close friends. It was also around this time that she adopted the stage name, Billie, after the film star Billy Dove. Holiday's big break came in 1935, when she was hired as a vocalist with the Count Basie Orchestra. Her distinctive voice, which was both sweet and melancholy, quickly made her a fan favorite. She recorded her first solo hit, "What a Little Moonlight Can Do," in 1935, and went on to record many more successful songs over the next few years. Holiday's personal life was often tumultuous. She was married and divorced several times, and had numerous affairs, some of which were with abusive men. She also struggled with drug addiction for much of her life, which would eventually lead to her death. Despite her personal struggles, Holiday continued to make music and cemented her place in jazz history. In 1939, she recorded "Strange Fruit," a haunting song about the lynching of Black Americans in the South. The song was controversial at the time, but is now considered a powerful protest anthem. Holiday's popularity continued to grow throughout the 1940s. But her personal problems began to affect her career. She was arrested several times for drug possession and served time in prison. Her health also began to deteriorate, and she struggled with alcoholism. In 1956, Holiday published her autobiography, Lady Sings the Blues, which was later turned into a movie starring Diana Ross. The book and movie were both controversial and criticized for their accuracy, but they helped to cement Holiday's status as a cultural icon. Holiday's health continued to decline throughout the late 1950s, and she made her last public performance in 1959. She died on July 17, 1959, at the age of 44 from complications related to cirrhosis of the liver. Despite her relatively short career, Holiday's impact on jazz music and popular culture cannot be overstated. Her unique voice and style continue to inspire musicians today, and her songs remain popular among music fans around the world. In the years following her death, Holiday's reputation and influence only grew. She was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2000 and received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1987. Her music has been sampled and covered by countless artists across genres, and her legacy continues to inspire new generations of musicians. One of the most remarkable aspects of Holiday's career was her ability to convey deep emotion through her music. She had a gift for interpreting lyrics and imbuing them with a sense of pain, longing, and vulnerability that resonated with listeners. Her voice, which had a distinctive rasp and a haunting quality, was the perfect vehicle for expressing the complex emotions of love and loss that were often the subject of her songs. Holiday's music was also notable for its blending of different genres. She drew from jazz, blues, and pop to create a sound that was uniquely her own. Her collaborations with other jazz legends, including Duke Ellington, Lester Young, and Benny Goodman, produced some of the most iconic recordings of the era. Despite her struggles with addiction and personal turmoil, Holiday remained committed to her music until the end of her life. In her final years, she recorded some of her most powerful and moving songs, including God Bless the Child and Don't Explain. Holiday's life and legacy have inspired numerous books, documentaries and films, including the 1972 biopic Lady Sings the Blues, starring Diana Ross. In recent years, there has been renewed interest in her story and music, with new biographies and documentaries shedding light on her remarkable career and the challenges she faced as a Black woman in a male-dominated industry. In conclusion, Billie Holiday was a trailblazing jazz singer and songwriter who left an indelible mark on music and popular culture. Her unique voice, emotional depth, and genre-bending style continue to inspire and captivate audiences today. Despite her struggles with addiction and personal challenges, she remained committed to her art and produced some of the most iconic recordings of the 20th century. Holiday's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of music and the transformative potential of art.